Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV and Chelsea Fan TV. Hope you guys are well wherever it is that you may be around this world. And we are back to talk Chelsea Football Club on the pitch tonight against Fulham. Derby, need the 3 points. Palace on the weekend as well. 2 games in the next 3 days. Big games. Points needed. Points needed from Chelsea. We need 6 points in these next 2 games. No draws, no losses. We need them points. We're going to be discussing the build-up to Fulham versus Chelsea, which kicks off at 8 o'clock tonight. We are going to be doing team lineup. We're going to talk about the team lineups. We're going to talk about who's available. We're going to talk about the history between Fulham and Chelsea. We are going to open up the lines today. We are going to get you guys involved as well. We are going to talk Joao Felix, who has now been announced as a Chelsea player with the number 11 shirt as well. And on top of all of this, has made it into the Chelsea squad for today and was registered at 12 o'clock. But before all of that, before we even talk about the match, we are going to be talking a little bit about transfer news. And this is something that we're going to be doing all the way through this January period. We're going to review, discuss. Obviously, we do shows on transfers alone, but in between match previews and match reactions, we will be talking about what's going on at Chelsea still. What are the links? Who's in? Who's out? What are the ideas? Are we going to see any more signings coming into this football club? Well, we're going to delve into all that stuff to start with and then get into the match preview between Fulham and Chelsea as well. Hit the likes. Over 100 of you people here already. Big up to every single one of you guys that are in here at the moment as well. Nice to see you tuned in at this 1 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. And let's cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV and Chelsea Fan TV. Hope you guys are having a pleasant Thursday, wherever it is that you may be around the world. Before we move forward, as always, please show some love and smash the likes. Over 120 of you here already, 2 minutes in. Big up to every single one of you guys that are currently tuned in at the moment. We are going to go through the chat, and then we're going to talk about transfer news in and around Chelsea, and then we're going to get into today's game against Fulham. Big up to RD. What is happening, brother? Hope you are well. Big up to Marshall as well. Who else we got? A Gav man says like and subscribe. Please do so, guys. KSA man says big up, Joe. I want to know, is Felix going to be in the squad tonight? Just to be sure. The answer to that is yes. Joao Felix has been registered in time to be available for tonight's game, and quite needed, frankly. When you think about the injuries that Chelsea currently have in this current team at the moment, no Raheem Sterling. We're going to talk about a little bit about him. Matt Law's brought out some news on him today. We're going to talk about that. Christian Pulisic's out for a couple of weeks as well. We do have Havertz, Mount and Ziyech, Gallagher. But we've seen that the form of these players haven't really been great. We have Datro Fofana, who seems to be another player that's going to be included in this Chelsea squad for the rest of the season. Will he be utilised as a striker up front from now on? Could we see Datro Fofana, Joao Felix, and then Havertz, Mount, whoever, with these players? We'll have to wait and see. However, will Joao Felix start tonight is the big question. We'll talk about that later on when we do the team lineups, our supposed team lineups anyway. Lee says that this is his lineup. He's gone for Kepa, Aspie, Badashile, Silva, Cucurella, Kovacic, Zakaria, and then he's gone for Carney or Ziyech, Havertz, and Felix. So that is his predicted lineup. We're going to do that a bit later on as well. So big up to you, Lee. M3, nice to see you. Fator as well, as always. Early day out for Fulham away. PSG Euro, Tim Pot. See you, son. Shut up. Shut up, you. Big up to Devin as well. Promise is a must win. I agree. Pirates Kings here as well. Fulham will get a reality check. He thinks, well, we need to wake up. We need a win, man. Where are you, Recon Felix? Where are you, Recon? Felix is playing tonight. I don't know. We'll see Felix if Felix is playing or not. Big up to John Anson. Big up to Don as well. He says, "Jim, we need these pointless. We need these points, bro. We do. We blimmin' do." Big up to Matt Smith as well. Ashraf says, "Big game and must win. Hopefully Felix will win it from the bench. Would be amazing for the atmosphere as well. Can you imagine Joao Felix with 2 goals tonight?" Well, it'd keep people like me quiet, wouldn't it, at the moment? But we'll see. Like I keep saying with Joao Felix, my expectations of the player, I don't have any at the moment. I don't really have any at the moment. I'm just going to be open-minded, like I was with Aubameyang when he came, when I wasn't sure, I was sitting on the fence. I'll do the same thing with him. There's a lot of people that are confident that it's going to work, that he's a creator. We will see. I hope he does, because if he does, that means we succeed, and that means we're winning games, and we need points right now. We need everyone that we can pull into this, So, yeah, big up to Promise. Big up to Matthew. What is Vivell doing? We need a mid. We need a mid so bad, and Enzo Fernandez is on the market for like 30 mil max. Don't get why we're not all over that. Enzo's Fernandez. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Matthew? He's not 30 million, mate. He's not 30 million. Joao Felix inherited number 11 from Chelsea's greats, Damien Duff, the UCL winner, Drogba. It's a big number, mate. It is a big number. Matty says Pill shit is out. He's happy with that. Leo, nice to see you. Shabib, nice to see you. Daniel, nice to see you. Steve, big up Jim from North Carolina, USA. Shout out to you, Steve. And shout out to North Carolina as well. Thank you for tuning in and watching there. And that's a good place to start. Everyone that's in here at the moment, over 150 people here combined at the moment. Where are you watching me from? What country are you watching me from? What city are you watching me from? Share it in the chat now. It'd be good to see how many different nations that we've got currently in this chat. So yeah, let us know in the chat as well. Daniel, nice to see you. Couch, big up my guy. 3 points. Listen, bro, we know. We need this. We need this. We need to win this derby tonight. No more losing games, man. Big up to Alex as well. Says, big up, Jim. Are you confident? Listen, I never go against Chelsea not winning. I always say we'll win. Even if at the back of my mind I feel we won't. I have to. I have to back our team. Eventually, things are going to turn. Eventually, players will return. Injuries will not be no more. Reece James, Ben Chilwell on their way back to the team. And N'Golo Kante could be joining us at the end of Feb, beginning of March. Wesley Fofana will be available hopefully in the next couple of weeks as well. Christian Pulisic, next couple of weeks. We don't know about Raheem Sterling because he's had 2 scans and they still can't work out what's wrong with him. However, our squad will slowly pull itself back together in what could be an important time. Champions League football against Dortmund in February. We need every player possible back at this club, So let's see. Let's see what happens. He's saying twitching in the grass. It's driving me mad. Don't know what it is. I think it might be the lights. It might be the lights. Should Felix play up front? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what we're going to do with him. We know Graham Potter said that he's like a second striker as well. So let's see. Big up to Pyrex Kin. Who else we've got? Extra. So we've got South Africa. We've got South Africa. We've got Saudi Arabia. Big up to Saudi Arabia as well. Cornwall. Big up to Matt from Cornwall. Ghana. Big up to Ghana. Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to South Africa. Lots of South Africans here. Big up to South Africa, man. Come on. Poland. Big up to Hoodie from Poland. Jamaica. Big up to Devin from Jamaica. Brummy. Nice to see you in the chat as well. Paul. Oh, Nigeria. Okay, fair enough. Big up to Nigeria as well. Saudi Arabia. I'm in your backyard, Jim. Come outside. Big up to Couch. Ireland. We've got Ireland, Algeria. Jesus. Uxbridge. Shout out to Mandem from the London, from London, from the ends. Big up to Jem from Fulham Road. Big up to you, my man. New Jersey, USA. Shout out to yous over there as well. Hertfordshire. Big up to Hertfordshire, CFC Stephen in here as well. New Jersey, USA. Big shout out to yous. A lot of you New Jerseys in the chat. Lots of South Africans in the chat. Miami. Big up to Mayando from Miami. Shout out to you. Your weather must be banging out there, bro. Must be banging. Colchester. You're around the corner from me, Kyle. I'm literally around the corner from you, man. Big up to you. South Africa, New York, Ethiopia. Shout out to Ethiopia as well. India, Poland. It's everywhere. Pakistan. Shout out to Pakistan as well. Zimbabwe. Jesus. You're literally around the world. Over 200 people. And there's so many people around the world. And it continues. Indonesia, Nepal, Brazil, Dubai. Jesus. We have got a great community. A community that spreads so far across the world. It's amazing. Sydney, all the way over there, brother. Big up to you. Halfway around the world from where I am. Love it. Shout out to you. Wales. Shout out to Wales. Iran. Shout out to Iran. Estonia. Botswana. Jesus. Leicester. Cape Town. Big up to Declared as well. Cape Town. Jesus, you're still going with this. Brazil. Sweden. Shout out to Sweden. Twyford. Yeah, you know. Twyford. Big up to Alex as well. Estonia. Jesus. Bulgaria. It really makes you like really take it in, you know, when you realize that everyone that's actually tuned in here is not even from the same area, you know, from a completely different country. Bermuda, Algeria, North Korea, Malaysia. Literally, I feel like I've called out most of the world's countries on it. Scotland, Germany. Jesus. Gotham, yeah. Good chat. Now, this is mad, Alex. Honestly, over 220 people here combined. And look how many different areas of the world we've just called out. I've called about 20 to 25 plus countries of people that are in the chat right now. It's massive. Big up to every single one of you guys that are here. Love it. Jamaica, we already said that, but big up. Scotland. Jim, you're global. The channels are global, and that's what's more important. It's about having people from around the world subscribing, smashing the likes, tuning in. You know, it's nice. Sophie as well, from East London. You're quite local to me, Sophie. You're not far. You're not far. Guys, I want to talk about Chelsea, but he's just smashing out. He's going on a mad one with all these areas. I'm going to keep shouting it out. Big up to you as well, Abdullah, man. Big up to you. Reading, Nigeria. I'm assuming that's Malaysia. It should have been Malaysia. Big up Somalia. Jesus, people will cut. Antigua. I'm going to be here all day. Let's get to 100 likes as well. Nigeria. I mean, yeah, let's move on. Jesus. Well, there you go. 220 of you here. Big up. Let's get into things. Let's talk about Chelsea, shall we? Let's get on to things. And let's start with transfer news before we talk about Fulham and Chelsea, which is going to come up in a bit as well. Big up to Kenya as well, and Melbourne, and obviously Malaysia as well. Tanzania. They keep going. They just keep going. Right. What is going on the forefront of Chelsea and links to the football club? Well, Simon Phillips has came out and said that Marcus Thuram's agent is trying to convince him to come to Chelsea now. Nothing's moved forward with Noni Madueke. No final decisions have been made on Datro Fofana's, but he's impressed Graham Potter so far as well. But then it goes on to say that Marcus Thuram's agent is trying to convince him to go. Now, I've written other reports in regards to Marcus Thuram because as much as he's trying to be convinced to come to Chelsea, we're also seeing that via Nathan Gissin, and this is his thoughts on this, is that Chelsea are interested in signing the striker for this month, but the current feeling is he's likely to stay at Borussia Mönchengladbach until the summer when he becomes a free agent. Told it's difficult to see him leave for at the moment. Well, the issue really here is the lack of ammunition we have in the forward line. Now, we have to do one or two things here. We either wait to the summer and be patient and go for him then, because he's going to be free anyway. Low risk, bring him in. I'm sure we're going to flush out Ziyech, potentially Pulisic, I think may leave as well. Havertz could be on for sale. I don't know. We'll have to see. It would depend how this season ends, right? And then on top of that, you know, you could look to bring him in. You've got Nkunku coming in. Joao Felix, all right, he's going back, but we might commit to it if he's really good at Chelsea and he loves the Premier League and he suits the Premier League. You know, so I think it all goes back to how much Chelsea want him, but at the same time, paying 15 or whatever it is, 10 million for him when we can get him free in the summer. It just depends how serious or how bad it is on the forward line and how much we really want to wait and just wait for Ziyech and Pulisic and Sterling, more so Pulisic. I don't know. I think at least having Joao Felix in now kind of gives us an extra addition in that instance. You've still got Ziyech, you've got Havertz, you've got Mount, but I don't know. If he wants to stay, then he's going to stay, isn't he, at the end of the day? And then we're going to have to look at him in the summer. But I'm not too sure. I mean, do you guys want Thuram to Chelsea? Thuram has Barca and Inter for the summer, both in CL, so you can understand that. So maybe that is the other part of the reason why he's waiting. Maybe he doesn't want to commit to coming to Chelsea because he wants to see whether we get maybe UCL football, etc., etc. And these are things that maybe not persuade players to want to come. I know it sounds stupid. We might only be out for it for one season, but you know, having Champions League football makes signing players a lot easier. I know people say, well, no, it doesn't, because you can still sign players, you know, look at other teams, blah, 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 blah. It does still have a bearing effect. It also has a bearing effect on money, on what we can do, because being in the Champions League generates income for this football club. When we're not in the Champions League, we don't make income. You know, we don't make income from finishing, you know, outside of that. So it's definitely money that you want to have, is what I'm saying. Chelsea offer Gladbach money now. They would take it for some profits, is what Hamza's saying. What else we got here? We need a right back more than him. Yes, we do. But again, and this is another thing, we've heard it a number of times, is that we are struggling to fulfill that right back area. It's not as easy as just saying we need a right back. You know, players, Chelsea find it hard to find specific players to come in and pretty much play second fiddle, even though I think they will have a lot of minutes. I think Potter will have to use rotation. But when Reece James is fit, Reece James plays, and that's equally the issue. What right back's going to want to come to Chelsea on the back of Reece James being there? You know, big up to Fiji as well. Nice to see you, bro. Win or lose, I'm still a Blue fan, as we all are, bro. As we all are. So there's that on Marcus Thuram. We have to wait and see if that happens. I still think Chelsea are going to sign maybe one more, potentially two players this January window. But we have to wait and see. Enzo Fernandez news. Well, we know and have seen of recent the last game where he scored. And obviously the reaction to him scoring was pointing to the badge, doing this, pointing to the badge, doing this. And, you know, a lot of Chelsea fans, including me, probably melted in their chair when they saw it, because that kind of confirmed in many ways that Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea maybe isn't going to happen. We have got Florian Plettenberg here with some news today saying that news on Enzo is that we understand the poker is ongoing in the background, but at this stage, a transfer is unlikely. Chelsea still not willing to pay the 120 million release clause. They have other players on their list, similar profiles, but cheaper. Chelsea won't go all in for now. Well, it goes back to what I said when we found out from Fabrizio Romano that we had laid an £85 million deal for him. Benfica are not going to give us Enzo Fernandez unless we break the release clause. Chelsea have had no intentions of doing that. Now, look, I have no problem with my football club not committing to it because they feel that he's too expensive. Just own it and be honest with it. Just say we're not going to do that because we're going to go on and blah, 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 and find others, like he said there, cheaper profiles, right? I don't think there's many, I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's many profiles like Enzo Fernandez out there, in my opinion. The closest profile to Enzo Fernandez to me is a Frankie de Jong. And when I talk about them like that, it's more due to the way that they're so ahead of everyone with the ball. Their understanding, their vision, they're able to pick out passes. You know, that from the deep line, something that we've stressed that we need so much at Chelsea Football Club. In him, and we still need, is that type of profile. Equally, that type of profile, there's not many players that can do what he does, in my opinion. On top of that, he's physical. On top of that, he spreads balls left and right comfortably. You know, progressive he is. He can score from outside the box. He has so many good attributes for a 21-year-old. It's ridiculous. Equally, if 120 million is too much and we can't be bothered with it, then just pull out of it completely. Stop playing poker, like he's saying there. Negotiating. We've already been told that we can't negotiate it unless we pay over the odds. You pay over the odds, and then you negotiate a higher payment or a higher installment payment, first installment payment to Benfica, then maybe we'll do it that way. But that's the only other way that I can see we get Enzo Fernandez, and that's the issue, We ain't going to get him. And it hurts me to say it because it's another player that I've wanted, even before we was even linked to him. He will go on. He will go on to become a top player wherever he goes. He will go on and become a top player wherever he goes. And if it gets to summer, there will be more people interested. They'll be more willing to negotiate Benfica with other teams for him, and then ultimately it will make it a lot harder for Chelsea to sign him. Now, the only teams really that can go for him, in my opinion, are someone like a Man City, someone like a Real Madrid, someone like a PSG. These are the type of players that will probably entertain him. Equally, you look at Real Madrid, maybe they don't need him as much, but they are letting Toni Kroos go and he's retiring. So, and they've got Camavinga, they've got Tchouaméni anyway. But, there will be people looking at him. There's not any competition for him at the moment. I'm partially right because of his release clause. But his release clause doesn't change in the summer. And it's what people don't understand. He will still have the same market value. It's just that you'll be able to negotiate better. That's all. Because the reason why we can't do it now is because they just want to keep him. They're in the Champions League. They don't want to lose him. You want him, you pay the release clause. That's how much we want him to stay. It comes to summer, and it's a fresh new season, and they've got time to buy players, Benfica. Then they're going to negotiate. Then they're going to sit and try and work something together. The player might want to leave as well. Then he might go, look, I actually want to go now. Let me go. Yeah, it becomes easier to negotiate someone like Enzo Fernandez. And I hope we do go back and get him. But are we going to get a Declan Rice? Are we going to get an Enzo Fernandez? Are we going to get a Caicedo? These players are players of value. I don't see us going and buying 2 midfielders in one window, even though I'd like to see it. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money. Mate, I keep saying it, Musa. I don't get the players I want at my football club. And every time I feel like we're so close, I get shitted on. I get shitted on, mate. I can't. And even Haaland. I even wanted Haaland all that time when he was at Dortmund, and I thought we were going to do it potentially. We didn't get him, and now look, it's just mate. We end up getting the lamppost Lukaku up front, guys. 350 of you here currently. 350, yes, 350 of you here at the moment. Smash the like buttons, subscribe to the channel, get this over 100 likes, please. Chelsea Fan TV. We have got 262 of views here, nearly 300 of views tuned in, only 80 likes. We are going to be talking Fulham versus Chelsea. We're going to do a quick predicted lineup, and then we're going to open up the lines and we're going to see what people got to say. See what people got to say overall. But we'll see what happens with Enzo Fernandez. I don't see it happening now, even though I pray that it does. Caicedo has some price as well. We did a bid for Enzo 85 million. I don't get it. 2 different profiles. They are, but equally, Ashraf, we need maybe both. And that's what I'm saying. We need that DM-ish person that can hold up the play and understand the awareness of where he is and just have a good reading. And then on top of that, we need the midfielder that is progressive, is creative, can create from the deep line, has the eye to be able to pick a ball, can also contribute to goals. We need 2. I keep saying it. We need 2. But let's move on from Enzo Fernandez, and we're now going to jump into news in midfield from Ben Jacobs in and around Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo to Chelsea this window is a real possibility, with them being the club most likely to meet his valuation. Well, what is that valuation? So that valuation, from what we're being told at the moment, is anything between around, I think it was 70 to 80 million. Still a lot of money. Is he overpriced? He's Premier League proven. But again, he's a completely different profile. Like you said in the chat. So it's a player that is definitely, for me, he's a player that has the energy, that intercepts, that is good with the ball at his feet, as most Brighton midfielders are. Has got a good you can see that if he picks the right club where he goes on to next, has got the potential to be a very good player, a very important player. But equally, the jump, isn't it? The jump from a club to club, especially like Chelsea, is a big step, especially with also price tags as well. I don't know. I know there's a lot of fans of Moises Caicedo. I am cool with it because I think he is a good player. I just don't know about the 80 million. That's my opinion. But then people say, but he's Premier League proven, so maybe you're paying for the Premier League proven side of things. I don't know, guys. I'm not too sure. We're sure winning the treble was what Haaland was saying. Yeah, you probably will. We need Enzo. Well, I agree, Mo. Look, I agree. We do need Enzo. That is the profile player I think we need. And it is a lot of money. You get overcharged because clubs don't have replacements. That's true. And that equally, you're right, Social. When you try and sign players in the January window, it doesn't leave the club that is leaving any time to go and purchase, any time to go and buy players. So they end up being weakened in many ways. In the summer window, like I keep saying, there's more time to negotiate. There's more time for them to sort themselves out, be prepared. You know that a person is leaving. Okay, let's go out in the market. Right, this is what we've got to do, ABC. It gives them a bit more time. And that's equally why it's very hard to sign players as well. I agree, Couch. I agree. I think it's that puts me away from it. Latvia, I think Latvia's like 50 million, isn't he? Equally 50 million in himself. I don't know. Enzo is a bit of everything. I don't think he is specifically a holding midfielder. I think he can do a job there, and we've seen it for Argentina. I would like to see him be more further forward and breaking up play, intercepting, creating, being at the edge of the box. That's what I would do with him because we need that creative vision if we did get him, Lavia is the man for me. Has been since we were linked with him. Let's see, a lot of people like him. Some people are a bit off of him. I think he's good. The other issue is it his injuries that could play him down a bit like Wesley Fofana, what we're seeing at the moment. I don't know. I think it's hard to judge. Well, it's not completely off. It's Chelsea are playing poker. It's Chelsea are trying to still negotiate. Equally, they don't want to pay the release clause. So in theory, yeah, it is because Benfica are saying, well, if you don't just do what we say, what are you negotiating for? Because we told you we're not negotiating. So why are we negotiating? Other than if Chelsea can get it on instalment where they give them a big hefty fee up front. And then they think, well, it's worth it because of the money. It's only that you'll be able to persuade Benfica because it's a bit more, bit more up front for them to take on and go, well, actually, it's worth it because we're getting this much. And we only got him for, 20 mil, 50 mil. We're going to make, in the first instalment, another 50, 60, 70 mil on top, which we'll get straight away. And the rest of it, we'll split out. Cool. 3 years, whatever. Chelsea fan TV, Gem fan TV. Big up to you, bro. Anyway, moving on from Moises Caicedo. Let's talk about in-house, who's still currently on loan at Chelsea, players that we still need to potentially get rid of at this football club. And one of them is Timu Bakayoko. Talks are ongoing to break the loan agreement. Current Chelsea's contract entitles him to around 9 million a year, which helps him secure a hefty compensation package for leaving the Blues early. This is another real fuck up that we did under the Roman board. Signing this guy, giving him compensation packages, giving him £9 million a year. The guy takes £9 million a year still and sits in our books. Why is he going to want to leave? Just keep going on loan. When he does leave, he terminates it sooner rather than later. He gets a hefty compensation package. How long has he got left in his contract? He's on 5.720 million a year. How long is his contract? Let's have a look at this now. I think the one thing I would say about the owners and what they've done, especially from when they first come in, is they did kind of do well in getting rid of, players, especially the Deadwood. And there is still a couple on the books, don't get me wrong, but he signed a 5-year deal which he makes, listen to this, right? He signed a 5-year deal, and at the end of that deal, he makes £28.6 million from Chelsea. He's averaging £5.7 million. Yeah. He cost us £40 million. Yeah. And he's a free agent in, it says 2023. Yeah. Free agent 2023. I thought he, relevant to all that, we have got absolutely bent over in this. It is disgusting. On top of that, if he decides to leave now in January, before he becomes a free agent, he gets a hefty compensation package from Chelsea. The guy has completely and utterly rinsed this football club. He's rinsed us. You know? And now we're talking about Chelsea. Apparently, Chelsea are working on terminating his contract. Terminating his contract now and giving him another 9 million or whatever, a hefty compensation package. Let him become a free agent. The guy's made £5.7 million of us. He's made £29.7 million from this football club, or 28, whatever it was. What was it? He's made £28.6 million in 5 years, not playing for us. Or he did play, but absolutely shat on us. Was shit. And he's still at this club on that 5-year contract. Terminating it, I don't know how that works, but if they could terminate without him getting a hefty compensation, then do it. However, if he's going to be a free agent in 2023, the damage is already done. The damage has been already done. It is disgusting that this guy has took that much from us. Horrible. Horrible. Big up to Andrew from Austin, Texas. He goes, let's go Blues. We've had enough. 5-0 tonight. And 2-1 versus Palace. Big up to you, my man. 450 of you guys here as well. Big up to every single one of you guys. 450. Hit the likes. Let's get this up to 150 if we can on both channels. GNA TV, which is my channel, on the road to 10K. If you guys have not heard of my channel, please go and subscribe to it. I really appreciate it, especially the Chelsea Fan TV side of things. Please go and show some support over there. Hit the like button and please subscribe on the road to 10K over there. And on Chelsea Fan TV as well, guys, subscribe if you're new, on the road to 200K. Please do so. As always, hit the like buttons as well. Try and get this up to 200 likes over there if we can as well, and more, please. And subscribe to both. Subscribe to both, please. Sadiq says, if I was Bakayoko, I would take every penny from Chelsea. Of course you would. Of course you would. You take the piss like he has done. And he's useless. Mate, it really annoys me when I think about this guy. I wish I never even opened up the fucking wage book. I can't believe he's took 28.6 million from us in 5 years and took 5.7 million from us a year. Stinky, man. Stinky. Right. Going on from him. What is going on with Raheem Sterling? Because we're waiting. How long is he out for? When will he be back? Well, Matt Law's come out today saying still no formal confirmation, but Raheem Sterling is expected to miss a few weeks with the hamstring pull. That's Chelsea's plan to continuously assess. He's already had 2 scans. So you're telling me that these 2 scans haven't determined how long? Because the first scan was what they called unrecognizable, which could mean that he's just got a lot of swelling in that area and it's hard to determine. The second scan may be the same. I just don't know, like, what's going on? What is going on? You know, it's just not a good time for us. We need every single player back as quickly as possible, including Raheem Sterling, who I believe is Chelsea's top goal scorer at the moment. So, yeah, sucks. Absolutely sucks right now. We move away from that, and I think we can now start talking about the game. 34 minutes in. Big game against Fulham tonight, 8 o'clock. A must win. It's a complete must win. Koulibaly on the front. Does that mean he starts? It's a derby, guys. It's a London derby. It's a West London derby. Yeah, some people might not compare it to as a big derby, but you know, West London, the fight for West London is on. You know, Fulham versus Chelsea. Now, this is equally going to be a hard game because Fulham are not a bad team. They are a decent team and they will give us problems. And they're coming up against a team that doesn't have much confidence at the moment. Let's just say at the least. On top of these things, Willian, who is currently at Fulham and playing quite well, may I also say, has come out and said, if I have to score against them, I will score, but I will not celebrate. I have to respect them. Now, do you remember the days when people used to moan about Willian, about how bad he supposedly was? Now, I never put him in the bracket of being bad, like some people did. But when you compare him to what we have had for the last 2 seasons, this guy looks like Eden Hazard. This guy, this guy, this guy looks like Eden Hazard to us. How bad is that? Because he's actually quite good compared to what we have, especially the back then. At least he had the technical ability to run past people, dribble, take on, step up in big games, work hard for a team. You know, he had the abilities to do so much, Willian. But you got to laugh, ain't you? You have to laugh at it. You know, we used to take the piss out of Willian. And now Willian's like, I don't know. Big up to Willian anyway. For me, he's a Chelsea boy through and through, always will be. What a player. But yeah, it's true, Hiker and mine. How bad is that? That Willian is better. We used to moan at Willian as being like the rock, supposedly some of them, the rock bottom. And now look what we've had for the last 2 years. And compare him to Willian. William's like Eden Hazard compared to them. Expect the game like Leeds. Very intense, press, fast game. Joe 5 in the team will be suicidal. I agree with that. We're going to do a team lineup soon as well. Free kicks, he was banging as well. Remember everyone screaming about him not doing enough. Now looks like it works. Now looks like a work to horse to us. It does. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. It is mad. Anyway, we move on from Willian and we now move on to Joao Felix, who has been registered for Chelsea to play in today's game. And if you haven't seen it already, which I'm pretty sure you already have, let me just quickly play this for you. He is available today. Joao Felix is a part of the team, and it's been confirmed by obviously Sam himself, a guy on Twitter that has been well known for his confirmation of team news in regards to Chelsea Football Club. Joao Felix will be in the Chelsea squad for tomorrow. That in itself is equally a bonus. A lot of people were happy with that, meaning, does he start? Well, Graham Potter's already said that he doesn't need, he doesn't need to be match sharp because he already has. He's been playing games. He's fit. It's not like he's coming in half-heartedly fit, so he should be able to get. He's also trained with Chelsea for one already. And with Pulisic and Sterling out, Ziyech not performing, Gallagher not working, Havertz struggling, not playing well, Mason Mount, who's just come back from injury himself, struggling with form. Throwing a Joao Felix in, who is, let's be serious, the unknown. We don't know how he's going to perform. Maybe is the right answer right now. We have no other choice. We have no... What choices do we have? So expect to potentially see Joao Felix tonight. Whether he starts, well, we're going to talk about that soon because we're going to go through on doing a team lineup. Or whether he comes off the bench, we'll have to wait and see. Equally, I think we need to see him probably start. Tales of the Blanco. As a complete neutral, Felix won't fit at your club without having a pure 9 in front of him. But and about overall squad bar youngsters James Chilwell, Silva, Kovacic. Now, that's a Real Madrid fan that has obviously seen quite a lot of Joao Felix in the Spanish league. Equally, my worry of Joao Felix, and I have said the same thing, is, and Graham Potter said it already because he said he sees him as a second striker, is that we don't have a striker at the moment. Now, will he play Havertz and Felix close to each other? That could happen. But he ain't a striker, Havertz. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. And equally, it's going to fall down to chemistry. It's going to fall down to how quick they can work together well. It's going to, these are the things that we're going to have to see. Who he puts him with, Brand-Potter. We're just going to have to, I don't know. I don't think we have much choices, but I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, I do. I think that might be the case. And I don't want to see him playing number 9. Joao Felix up front, number 9 on his own. No. Felix highlights looks like he needs other players with play. And part of the reason why people were questioning me about just, or I was questioning the fact of him coming to Chelsea and why I was slightly a little bit worried about the idea was just because of what's around him. Just because of what's around him. But some people are confident that Felix, Havertz, and Mount or whatever, Sterling, and will work. Some people think that he might be the answer. He's creative. He makes things happen. I don't think he's creative whatsoever. Sorry. But maybe he does it in a different way. And I'll watch tonight. I'll take it in and I'll watch and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens with Joao Felix. Guys, over 500 of you tuned in right now. Big up to every single one of you guys currently in at the moment. We are opening up the lines very shortly, but we need to get these likes up. I know on GNA TV, over 150 of you guys there. Only 60 likes though, guys. So if you've not hit the thumb, hit that thumb now. Let's get these likes over 100, please, on the channel. Chelsea Fan TV, nearly 400 of you guys tuned in. Big up to every single one of you. Thank you for being here as well. Only 137 likes. So, yeah, let's try and get this to 200. We should easily get that to 200, guys. 378 of you guys that haven't hit that thumb, please hit the thumb now. Please hit the thumb now if you haven't done already on that. Big up to Kafkas as well. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Says big up to Coach Jim. Nice to see you, man. Hey, when you're free, Kafkas, come on, man. Come through, my man. Come through. I want to see you. Alexis, while you're here, give me your thoughts on Joao Felix. I want to know. I want to know your thoughts because I've not asked you. And if you ever get a bit of time, come pop in as well. I'll put the link in the chat. It'd be good to have you come on as well. Oh, you switch to Chelsea TV? Yeah, please. I mean, go between both. Go between Chelsea Fan TV, jump on GNA TV, hit the subscribe button there and like. Go back to Chelsea Fan TV. Hit the subscribe button there and like. And let's just share the love. Share the love. Share the love. Big up to John Anderson as well. Please do so. Right, let's move on because I want to get these lines open as well, but I want to fly through this stuff. Now, where are Chelsea currently in the Premier League table? I know you guys are not going to want to see this. I know. It's crap. But this is where we are. We are 10th after 17 games. We have won 7 games, drawn 4, and lost 6. So we've nearly won as many as we've lost. We've goals for is 20. Goals against, Jesus, is 19. It's nearly the same. Goal difference is only 1. We've scored 20 goals and conceded 19. Jesus, that stinks. Oh my God, I didn't even look at these stats. That is so bad. And this is why these next 2 games against Fulham and Palace, we need 3 points equally. That's the most important thing. But I beg we win like 2-0 clean sheets or 3-0 clean sheets. Just please, someone in this fucking team, start scoring. We need to sort out our goal difference. We're on 1. We're nearly in the minuses with everyone below us. I mean, Man United are on 7 and they're 4th. Jesus. 1. We've lost 3 of our last 5 games. 1 win, 1 draw as well. Not great form in the last 5 games for Chelsea. That is painful, bro. That stinks. Let's not cut corners. It is. It's bad. It is bad. Equally, if we win our next 2 games, How far are we from Champions League? All right, so we're 10 points off Man United, but obviously we've both got a game in hand, all right? So 6 points. This is it in hindsight. Will bring us up to 31 points, right? So 31 points would bring us up to Liverpool. We'd be on the same points as Liverpool, but saying no, if Liverpool win their game, they'll be 3 points ahead of us. So we could equally, if we win our next 2 games and Brentford, Brighton, and Fulham, well, we're playing Fulham anyway, so that helps. If they drop points and we win our next 2 games, we could find ourselves in 7th, guys. On the run, on the chase for Champions League, on the chase for that Premier League title. 44 points. Fuck. Didn't know Arsenal were that far, Ed. Jesus. That is bad. 25, 35. They're about 17 points. Flipping hell. That's so bad. Let's get it out of my face. It's making me sick. Making me sick, man. We need to start Kovacic, Zakaria, and Chukwuemeka. Well, we're going to do the lineup next. That is the next thing we're going to do, actually. I'm not going to go through the head-to-heads because I can't be asked. How are Chelsea going to line up tonight? That's the big question mark, right? What shall we expect? Well, what we can expect is a 4 at the back, right? It's going to be a 4 at the back. I'm going with Cucurella as our left back tonight. I think Kepa will obviously be in goal because Mendy's injured, so that won't change. Thiago Silva will be back in because he is available and didn't play against Man City. The Monstro will be back in. Who will be played or partnered next to Thiago Silva? Do you want me to be honest with you? I'm going to go for it. I was going to say Chalobah, but then I bottled it last minute. Oh, fucking hell. I want it to be Chalobah, but I got a feeling it's going to be Koulibaly. Koulibaly's on the front of that thing, isn't he? It's going to be Koulibaly, isn't it? It's going to be Koulibaly. Where is it? It's going to be Koulibaly, isn't it? Fuck's sake. But it needs to be like that. It needs to be like that. I mean, I want Chalobah to play. And if Chalobah plays, Silva goes there and Chalobah goes there. Like, I don't know. What are you saying? What are you saying in the chat? What are you saying in the chat? We've got Benoit Badiashile. Is he going to start, though? Who's he start with? I don't think he plays, guys. I don't think he plays, in my opinion. Let's get them likes up, guys. Only 157 on Chelsea Fan TV. Let's do that. There's 500 people here as well. Let's get this up. I want Chalobah. I don't know. I think, I'll be honest with you, right back, I don't see Chalobah playing. I think it's going to be Azpilicueta. I do. I think it's going to be something like that. But I want Chalobah. So I'm going to do what Potter's... Look, this is what we'll do. We'll do a Potter lineup. And then I'll do my lineup. And then I'll open up the lines. And then we'll get using. And we'll do your lineup. All right. I think it's going to be a 4-3-3. Let's just say. Zakaria will play. Zakaria has to play. He's our best midfielder. He's better than Kovacic and he's better than Jorginho. He has been in the last 2 games. In current form right now, he's better. I think Kovacic will play in this one. I don't mind Kovacic and Zakaria. Bit of energy in there. And then Mason Mount. Because he will play, guys. It is the inevitable. Mason, Money, Minerals. Mount will be in the team. Let's not hide the fact. Zakaria, Kovacic, and Mount. And then the front 3. This is the real question mark. Because everyone's saying he won't play up front. So I think in that case then, is it going to be Kai Havertz again? And then Felix there. Change his badge, bruv. Change his badge. He's a Chelsea player now. Fucking hell, this is painful. This is painful. We're going to end up playing Ziyech again, aren't we? We are. We ain't got no other choices. Who else are we going to play? This is what I think he's going to do. Oh, Datro, yeah. Maybe. Actually, I forgot about that. Oggy, I forgot about Datro. Could it be like this then? Pro. That ain't even the right Fofana, is it? Is it? I can't tell from the picture. That is that. What Fofana is that? Anyway, it's a Fofana. I can't tell. I can't see the badge. I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't think that. Anyway. Fofana, Felix, and Havertz. Who plays on the right then? Go on, tell me. Who plays on the right? I don't think Datro Fofana plays. For Felix, Fofana, Ziyech. Do you reckon? Nah, I don't think so. I think Havertz is going to play, guys. He's going to play. We'll play Carney on the left. All right. But then Joao Felix can't play there. I don't see Datro Fofana playing. I want him to, but I don't see him starting. What? Something like that? But Felix is a 10. So can we switch that? Where's the formation tab gone? What the fuck? What the hell? Oh yeah, so would it be something like that? Just imagine, but obviously then 3 up front and then have like that with like Mount there. Obviously, this is just a shit 4-2-3-1. To be honest, look at these awful 4-2-3-1s. Just imagine that they're there and they're there. Felix is there, or like that, or whatever. Yeah, mate. I don't know. Maybe something of that. Now I would play Chalobah. Play Chalobah. Play Chalobah and I'd play Silva. I wouldn't play Koulibaly. And I'd play, obviously, Zakaria. Oh, this is annoying me. This is. Let's try 2-2-2. What's a 4-2-4 like? Nah. Maybe something like that. Let's try that. That looks better, doesn't it? But not like that, obviously. But you know what I mean. Anyway, maybe something like that. I don't know. With Felix, I think Felix has to play off the left, which why I don't think Carney will start. I think Ziyech will play. I think it's going to be Ziyech. I think he's going to play him again. I think it's going to be something like that. What are we saying? 550 of you guys here. Big up to you, every single one of you guys that are currently tuned in. Get these likes up, guys. I know we've not got enough likes. Let's get this over 200 likes on Chelsea Fan TV. And the same with GNA TV. Come on, let's get these likes up. Let's quickly go through the chat. And then let's open the lines. And then we'll do score predictions as well. Ziyech, Felix. Felix Alba. Do you think Aubameyang will play? Do you think Aubameyang will play? Zakaria. Yeah, but the 4-2-3-1's. I like the 4-2-3-1. I think it will be a 4-2-3-1. Oh, Lewis. 4-2-3-1, 4-2-1, 4-2-1-3. Is that even an option? Let's have a look. Is that even an option? 4-2. No. There's no 4-2-1-3. 4-3-1-2. 4-1-3-2. 4-3-2-1. No, they don't have a 4-1-2-3. 4-1-2-1. 4-1-2-1-2. Sounds like a telephone number. Please call 4-1-2-1-2 on 4-1-2-1-2. Havertz, Mount, Connor, and Georgie. Not Conor Gallagher, bro. No way. I need to catch up with the chat. 4-3-3, 4-4-3. 4-4-3? Can't be 4-4-3. It has to be 4-3-3. Can't have a 4-4-3. Thinking, what's he going on there? Anyway, yeah. it will be something of that nature. 4-1-2-3. It's just a 4-1. So yeah, big up, man. Big up to every single one of you in the chat. Let's get the lines open. Oh, what did I do there? There we go. Lines are now open. Come in and have your say. Over 500 people here as well. Jim got baited, didn't it? I was like 4-4-3. Thinking, that can't be right. 4-3-4. Everyone's making it up. Let's do a 4-4-3. Let's do it. Motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Bowley would choose 4-4-3. 4-4-3. Oh, good. Anyway, come and have your say. Lines are now open. Let's go, people. I want to know your thoughts and feelings. How would you set up today? What to do is forget the formation. In the chat now, I want you to give me your 1 to 11. Your 1 to 11. Give me your 1 to 11 now. I want to know. I don't think Badashile starts. I really don't. I think he could come on. I don't think he starts. Not in the defence. Hassan, what are you saying?
How you doing, Gemma? Is everything all right, yeah?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right.
Yeah.
How are you?
Don't let Chelsea ruin your week, man. Even though we know they're trash. But anyways, against I was gonna say it's a different team against Fulham. God forbid, yeah. But if we end up losing, I think it's gonna get real toxic real fast. And my only message is I know it's ironic coming from my profile pick of Potter, but I think we actually do give Potter time. I think a lot of the fans and a lot of the fan base, because I know you guys had the stream a couple of streams ago. I could have said then. I was gonna lose my train of thought there, but I was gonna say we gotta give him time. He has to be like that manager that has to take the hit. I think the hardest part of the rebuild and the current stage is the start of the rebuild. Like Newcastle are doing it with Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe was meant to be that guy that ends up um, taking the hit for him and just rebuilding a squad for the next proven manager to win. And it's just a lot of injuries, Jam, and we don't know what kind of lineup he's going to come out today. And we don't know if he's going to do 4 at the back or 3 at the back. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, besides Fofana, every other defender's fit, right?
Every other defender's fit other than Wesley Fofana, which means you got Badashile, you got Chalobah, you got Thiago Silva, and you got
So there's
Koulibaly.
a strong possibility he might go 3 at the back based on form, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of annoying the fact that it's just a lot of injuries and it's been screwing us off, and the squad does need surgery. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, we should be beating them today. We should be going in with some level of confidence. I know Fulham, they're not the Fulham that was like 5-6 years ago that you just steamroller. They can't give a good game. I think the lads would need to be switched on today, and if not, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna get toxic real fast, and you're probably gonna see a couple of fans cursing and swearing at some of the players, and I don't want that to happen. I want it to be quite what's it called? I want it to be quite smooth today. I know it's gonna be difficult. I do believe it's gonna be a tight game, but I do believe we're gonna edge it. And is Felix registered today? Because I
Yes,
didn't
he
know.
is. Yes, he is. Yes.
I was gonna say then, I don't know if he'll start or not. I think he might be on the bench, but it just depends on if there's no one fit on the left side that can fit there, then he's definitely starting. But I've always thought that he might come off the bench at like 60th, 70th minute just to like ease him in slightly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just gonna reiterate what I said. I
What
think
would
Potter
you
should win.
What would you do with the lineup?
Um, I would go with the 3 at the back, with
Really?
Ziyech playing right wing back.
No, you wouldn't. Would you?
I would.
Joking.
The thing is, though, like I don't trust Aspie. I actually don't.
So what would you do then? You'd play Chalobah there. You play Silva,
Chalobah Silva.
Kukura, or Koulibaly, or what?
It'll probably be Koulibaly and Cucurella left.
Kukura left, and then who's in the middle? Yeah, Kovacic, Zakaria, and then
Yeah,
Ziyech there. And then Mount, what, up there? And then what, Hoop? Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, we shouldn't be playing Aspi not at this age. I think he should be a player that comes off the bench. And it's just we've been leaking goals, and I don't know, like even if we do play this lineup, I'm still like it's a bit edgy. Like I don't trust these players anymore. So it's a bit of a hard one. But I do believe if we do go as the three at the back, I do believe that this will likely be the lineup that will go.
Yeah. Just
But
quickly, Tobogo and Law, you're both trying to get in, but it keeps saying your devices are not connected. I can't add you in. You were here and then you just disappeared, both of you. So I don't know. There we
they
go.
gotta allow their camera access and
Yeah.
mic access
Oh,
before they come
can
in.
you hear me now?
There we go. We've
But
got
yeah,
Tobogo.
it's either gonna be this or it's probably gonna be four at the back with how you lined it up. It's gonna be one or the other. I don't see Potter trying anything new. I don't see any other players coming in besides maybe a couple of youngsters second half. But yeah, I'm gonna let someone else talk now because otherwise I'm just gonna be talking all day
Yeah, that's all right.
about the
All right.
players.
Tobogo, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, big up, Jam. To be honest, I agree with my mate here. Like, I think due to Grandpa knows three back system very well, and then we're lacking goals. So I'll play back three system until the end of the season because, like, back four system at the moment is not working for us. So we need to change. So I feel like Grandpa now, from his side, he needs to do or use what he know best so that he can get the best out of these players. Because every time we play back four now, we are not creating enough, we are not doing enough. And some of our players already know the back three system. So for this remainder of the season, just play back three system and then we move on. And then in the preseason, he can change whatever he likes.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. What would you do with the lineup today as well? Would you go? So you go with a 3-4-3? Would you? Is that what you do?
Yes, to be honest, Koulibaly at the moment is bit of form. I'll give Barishile a debut for me, and then on the yes, and on the ZH part there, I'll play Aspi there because I just wanted us to be a defensive solid.
Okay. So you think Badashile, Silva, Chalaba, Aspilicueta, Kukura, Kovacic, Zakaria, what? Felix, Havertz, and Mount up front as well?
Do you think Felix will start today?
Well, he's registered, and we don't really have many options. We have no Pulisic, we have no Sterling, we've got Ziyech, Havertz, and Mount. Gallagher, I don't really want to see. So I don't think he's got I got Aubameyang.
To be honest,
Aubameyang's available.
yes. To be honest, I will play Aubameyang, Mount, Kai Havertz for now for this game, and then Felix can come in the second half, and then we know if Kai Havertz is still. I mean, Ziyech for me is not doing well. He plays well at Morocco, but at Chelsea, man, he's lacking. So I don't know why. So hopefully we sell him in the summer. But now we don't have to sell anyone because we lost Pulisic and Sterling. So we don't need to sell our attackers.
I think we'll play a back four, in my opinion. I don't think we'll switch. I think he's going to stick to playing that four at the back. I think that it's just something he wants to do. I don't think Aubameyang plays potentially, but he might. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Felix is gonna. I've just got a feeling Felix might start tonight. I mean, AJ, what are you saying?
Yo. Big up.
Big up.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the three at the back.
4-3-3 for you?
So let's get back to that back four. But I'm gonna go Chalaba right back, Thiago, Koulibaly, and Kukure on the back.
Yeah, you got Koulibaly. So you're not playing Badashile now?
No, I don't want to throw these guys in yet, especially on this run we're in. We're kind of in a bad run. I think we need a win first before these guys start. Same thing with Felix. Like, I would understand though if Felix starts because we're kind of in a bad situation when it comes to the attackers.
Who would you play then? Who would you play? Who would you play then?
That's the problem. Because I hate when Mount is in the attack. So yeah, he has to be in the midfield. I like that midfield three. So I'd go with that. I don't know if Aubameyang is gonna start just because of all those talks that he might go back to Barca. So I'm not sure if that's gonna happen.
So Havertz.
Havertz probably will have to start. I don't have a problem with Ziyech starting. I want him to do something more than just looking for a 30, 40-yard pass. Like, let's see some link up or something. Like, it's like he's so one-dimensional with us. But like Tobogo said, when he's with Morocco, he's a bit more dynamic. So I don't know if it's confidence or if he just can't handle the physicality of the defenders in the Premier League. But I need to see more from him, like in terms of like the play. He just always looks for that cut in and a long type of pass. Like, look for some link up or something. But I'd have those two guys up top, and I'm not sure who's gonna play on the left. Maybe I like Chukwuemeka. I need him to start getting some games, so I would throw him in there. And he could help out in the midfield as well. Yeah. Yeah, he tucks in, so he could, help out with the midfield a little bit. So I would go with that team.
I'm not happy with Ziyech, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't play him. I think Felix. I've just got a weird feeling Felix is going to start, and I think it'll be Havertz, Felix, and Mount. In my opinion, actually, Havertz, Felix. Yeah. Havertz, Felix, and Ziyech. I think will start, and it'll be Mount, Kovacic, Zakara in midfield. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's most likely just because Felix. Again, we're in a bad spot with the attackers.
Yeah, I hear you. What are you saying, Sharab? Is it? Shahab? Are you there? You're not talking, bro.
Back in if your mic's not working. You're probably up and StreamYard probably does it.
He needs to come back in, bro. You need to come back in if it's not working. You guys want different results, but want to keep doing the same thing. Mount has been mid. Give him a break. And Koulibaly struggling. We need something different. Potter needs to be ruthless. But Vic, the answer to this,
it's the same set of players, man. There's nothing we could do.
You're saying you want something different, but who do you want to come in? That's the question,
But again, Jim, I feel like our fans are being unfair on Mount. Every time we blame Mount and Kai Havertz, we don't blame collectively. So I feel like our fans are being unfair on Mount and on Kai Havertz. Yes, they're not doing well, but again, in football sometimes it's collectively, not from individual players. So I feel that is unfair. Always Mount, Kai Havertz. What about the other players?
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. What are you saying, Blue for Life?
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to say that I'm actually tired of seeing Ziyech on a start line. Yeah, Same. I'm so tired because of the way his actions every day when he plays, he doesn't play good. So I'm so curious to see Fofana actually.
Do you think he'll play?
I hope he plays with Joao Felix. That's what I'm thinking. And then Kai Havertz let me down a lot of times, but he's a guy who you can see the improvement.
Okay.
So I'm thinking more like Ziyech has to be on the bench. And then how we start at the back line, it doesn't matter because we're already on the 10th place. That's what I'm thinking right now. It's all about the attacking positions right now.
I hear you. I don't know. It's going to be. I mean, this is not going to be an easy game, right? Because Fulham are at home. This is a derby. They're going to go for this. They're going to make this hard, and it is. But at the same time, it is a must-win. But at the same time, we are in no real good form. This is going to be a tricky game. I mean, Don, what are you saying?
What for lineup?
Lineup, the game, yeah.
God. So I would go with the same back line that you've gone with there, barring Koulibaly. I'd play Badish. How do you pronounce his name? Badishele? Is it Badishele?
Badishele, yeah.
Badishele, yeah. So I'd play him. Just because we've brought him in. I think he's ready, man. He's fit. He should be able to play. I'd play Kova and Zakaria in the double pivot.
Yeah.
I'd probably play Carney in front of them, to be honest.
In front of Mount out.
Yeah, I'd get Mount out. Get him out at 11, man.
Okay. I don't think that's going to
Yeah,
happen.
Get out!
This is what I would play, not what I think Potter's going to do, because I know Man's going to start. So I'd put Carney in front of them. Then I'd put Fofana up top, Felix on the left. I'm stuck between Havertz and Ziyech, just because I know with Ziyech on his day, he does work hard. He can work hard, but we just haven't really seen it at Chelsea. Could today be that day? I don't know, but I just don't trust Havertz to track back. So I'm kind of tempted to put Mount in that right, because I know he will work hard.
Mount. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably put Mount there.
We keep doing the same thing though, making the same mistake.
Yeah, but who would you play there? That's what I'm saying. We're working with nothing at the moment, man.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the type of game Mount would probably get a goal and assist. I can actually see it today.
What, Mason Mount?
Yeah, today against Fulham.
I've got a feeling he's going to score today. I don't know why. He's going to do one of them
He
Mount
can
things.
score. He has the skill set to score, but he needs to compete with the midfielders. He's a midfielder. Just compete with the midfielder.
Yeah.
I think the real point is that Zakaria have to play and Thiago Silva. That's for sure.
But they will do. I think they will do.
Yeah,
100%.
they have to play, because we're gonna go back and back and back and go to 14 plays if this guy doesn't play.
I'm not too sure on Chukwuemeka. I actually think that Mount will play there with them. It'd be like a free like that, which I don't mind. At the same time, I don't know who plays there, and I think Felix will play, and I'm not too sure about the forward. I actually think Havertz is going to play up front. In my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think it's going to go for Fofana in.
I think it's going to be
want to
see
Havertz. I don't want to see Havertz.
The thing is, I'm scared, man.
Felix, have we? So
I'm scared of seeing Havertz right next to Felix as the attackers.
Thank you.
I don't want to see that, man. That's not making sense.
Can I tell you what's my
It's going to be tough.
You know, that's the issue. But we haven't got really one. And Dacho Fofana's just came here. So what are we doing here? Like, we were going to put Aubameyang up there?
Fofana was impressive.
Yeah, but surely...
You guys say you don't want to see this, bro. We don't want to see half the squad, but we got to see him play.
I don't want to see him.
Me.
I don't like him there. I don't like him there. I'd rather him play here. I'd actually rather have a 4-2-3-1 and have him down there. And
the thing is, this is why I said Felix is a Havertz 2.0, because they're both really shadow strikers. They both play too much of a similar role.
They're too similar. I don't want to see Havertz right next to Felix.
And we don't have a target striker, which is something we need to look into.
We have no choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say that the 3-forward line, I would not do that. I would make Fofana as left winger, and I would start Aubameyang in the top, and the right winger I would put Mount, because usually you can see that most of the match previous he started from the right wing as Mount, and I will make as a 10 Felix. This is my lineup, and I keep the same midfield and the same and the centre back.
Who's talking? I don't even know who's talking. Sorry, I'm sure I can't see who's talking. Is it KSA? Was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh right, okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I couldn't work out who it was that was speaking. I was like, who is that talking? Okay, yeah, no, I hear that as well. I think that look, the mad thing with this Chelsea squad is it could be anything. We don't know. We all predict these lineups, and the bad thing is we don't know our best 11 yet, and I don't think we ever will until we actually bring some players in that are more consistent, and then actually build a core. We don't have a core, and that's the issue, isn't it? You know, we do not have a core. Is it Everite? Is it Everite? How you doing? Is he going to talk? Everite?
But guys, I want to say something. I want to say something in the transfer window, because from how I see the news came in like for the past 3 days of Thuram, the guy from Mönchengladbach, it will not happen. Trust me, it will not happen, because I think that because he's gonna be a free agent, and a lot of bigger club coming in for him, like Barcelona maybe, and like these clubs. So I don't think he will prefer Chelsea over like Barcelona, if I'm being honest.
Fair enough. We'll have to see. I mean, like I said, it's going to be with Aubameyang. Like the thing is, I don't think Aubameyang's going to go anywhere. Anyway, in my opinion, I think he'll stay. But I do think we need to get rid of him in the summer. I don't think he needs to stay here longer than that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Move past him. Neo, what are you saying?
Big up, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Are you a Man United fan, yeah? Oh.
No, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh right. Well, I was just wondering why you got a picture of. Is that Ronaldo?
Nah, this is a midfielder I want us to sign. So
Oh, I couldn't see, mate. Sorry, it looked like Ronaldo or something. It was
nah,
Ronaldo. Who is that? Is that Enzo?
Enzo Lee.
That's
Enzo
Enzo. I
Loffi.
think it's a
It's
Benfica,
over.
but
It's over, guys. It's over. It will not
Oh,
happen.
right.
Trust me.
I know.
This
Let's
is a
see what
different
Neo's got to say
Enzo.
anyway. What you saying, Neo? Go on.
Nah, I just wanted to say, like, I don't know who said it. The lineup is going to be unpredictable, so we might as well, inshallah, and see what happens. But in terms of the back four, and let's say the midfield, I sanction that. I think that's the most balance we'll get, because as much as we can say Badiashile will be thrown into the deep end, we can give him the benefit of the doubt. He might surprise us. So,
Yeah.
and with
Who did you
the
play?
attack,
Yeah, go on. Go on.
with the attack, I don't know. I would prefer Fofana with Joao Felix. Then with what's his name, Ziyech, it's a gamble. It's either he cooks or he doesn't. But with
Could you
having
so could you play Havertz there or not?
I was about to say, I think if Havertz plays, he will be an extra body in midfield. Then the second striker comments of Graham Potter will make sense. So like basically, yeah, something like this.
It's a shit
But like
4-2-3-1, but it should really be like them there. But I don't know why it's done that. But
maybe
yeah,
like a 4-4-2. Yeah,
like them
something
three,
like that.
like Felix, Havertz, and Mount. But then maybe I don't know,
Yeah.
like that maybe, and then have Fofana up front. Maybe that might work. To be fair, 4-2-3-1 with them three.
Yeah.
As much as I would love him to start for Fana, yeah, I don't see it happening. But what I want to see happen is if you're gonna start Havertz and he has a shit half, Graham, please just be ruthless and change it at halftime. Bring Fofana on. Don't give him no Mickey Mouse 5 minutes at the end. I want to actually see him play. Right? We need to change something if it's not working. Because as much as we all want Fofana to start, well, a lot of people here have said Fofana. I don't see it happening. I think it's going to trust Havertz. But again, if it's not working, bring Fofana on with enough time to actually do something, not 5 minutes at the end.
And Fofana looks like he knows what he's doing. That little cameo he had against City, he finds space, he can hold the ball, he can move the ball, he's quick. Like, get him in there, give him an opportunity. I get him not starting. I get Havertz starting up top, but get him in there, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The one thing that I'm just curious about the Havertz situation is what his benefits. That's it. Like, I don't know what he's doing for us. That's it. Like, he can't give us goals. He can't assist that well. He gets scared. He's low confidence. What, like, who is this player?
Let me ask you this question. What is it the squad's doing when they play? Because I can't see any of them doing anything. So I know we moan Havertz and whatever, and yeah, he's part of he has his own issues. But what is it that we actually see the squad doing when they're actually playing? So I can't even work out what we're doing as a team when we play sometimes.
The youngsters show more fight than the senior
Like, what is the game plan? What I'm saying is, what is our game plan when we start games? I can't. I struggle. I don't, because we say what's Havertz doing? It's Havertz, and I just like
because
right?
I'm telling you why. Do you remember the match? Do you remember the match when Aubameyang starts and he didn't have any services from our players, like such as Havertz, and there was like a space, and then he couldn't look at the left side and pass to him, and that should have been a goal.
All right, that's fine. We take Havertz out, right? Let's just say he doesn't start, and we put this guy in. What changes?
At least he makes assists. Like he can make.
I haven't seen his assist for 1 year, man.
What I'm saying to you guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing? This is my point. Like, what is our game plan with whoever is on the fucking pitch? Because it doesn't seem like that we do.
I'm more like with you.
I
don't think he has a game plan.
I don't think that's the
I think he just wake up every morning and thinks like, oh, okay, you know what? We're gonna do our best.
That's what he's thinking. That's what's gonna be.
I don't even partly blame Potter. I just think
even the players are bigger than him in the dressing room. That's what's up.
I just think he has a problem with some of these players. I don't think some of them can do what's required, and we saw it under Tuchel, and that's why we were inconsistent and losing games even under him. I just think our game plan is very hard to be carried out with mid fucking players.
Guys, give a minute.
Yeah, you know. Go on, Jamie. What are you saying?
Hey, I mean, I don't know why we're playing Kukurea. Like, the guy's shit.
No, he's not shit. He's not shit. He's not shit.
Who are you playing there?
For 600
I'd play
million,
Hall. I'd play Hall.
Well, he's not shit though, is he? That's a bit harsh, isn't it? Now,
No. I think he will
He's
be
praised
better.
that.
Like, just give him time. Trust me, he will be very good at forward, going forward.
I agree. Just let him play.
I feel like
I kinda
having,
miss Ben
but
Chilwell.
we can't give players time.
Yeah.
I mean, if we have time, we're gonna be out of any European stuff.
What's wrong with Kukurea though? What is it you do not
I mean,
like?
he just can't defend. I watch
he don't
him.
have
I'm
confidence.
super nervous, and I watch him.
Guys, we can't start with
can't have him there.
Kukurea. We can't start with Kukurea.
He's not shit. I disagree.
No, but for the
Yeah,
millions they
I don't think
paid,
he's
for the
that bad.
millions they paid, he should already be.
You have to start with Ho.
That's what I'm thinking.
I
So
think
this
there is
go-
no. Sorry, Jen.
I think we
Yes,
have
guys,
to use
that-
Ho.
It's not good.
Because our game plan today, we have to be offensive. When we need to be offensive, we need offensive players. But Kukurea can do that. Can't do that, please.
I think linking players.
Kukurea maybe replaced with by that guy Ho. He's young player. He can attack well, defend well.
He's
I
not
think
shit. He's not shit.
Kukurea can do that.
I disagree. The guy he says he's shit. I disagree 100% without thinking, because I think Cucurella has issue right now is no linking up like forward player like in the left wing. Like I think there is issue between two players in the forward. Like he cannot deal with it. I don't know. Like there's an issue. There's no link chemistry. That's what like
The problem is we don't have a stable team. The team is one thing. It's a step up. It's a step up. Remember, it's a step up.
Yeah, I
This
can
is
agree
Chelsea.
that. Yeah, I agree that. Yeah.
But then
yeah.
also we don't have a stable team. So that's the problem. That's why I think Koulibaly and Kukurea, if they're still, well, Kukurea will be here, but if Koulibaly's here next year, he will be better next year.
It doesn't matter what team we line up. If Reece James is injured, I know it sounds really stupid when I say this, we look so unbalanced.
Yep.
Think about it. Every time we line up, it doesn't matter how we line up, we always look unbalanced somewhere, and then the team just
Definitely. Yeah.
Like, how weird is that? That we rely on a right back for us to be balanced. That's how bad it is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, people don't deep it. People go, "Oh, he's shit because he's bleeding," but then think about it. Why is he shit?
So this is the reason Mount.
You know,
this is the reason why Mount should have to deal with something like help us, not just Reece James, because I see many times Reece James, he's a provider, the creative player and the assister. Like he provides more than the rest. I don't see from Mount anything in him. Like he just, I don't know.
Yeah, but again, you're talking about a player that's in a shit system. I keep saying it, like but we're looking at these players, and when we've got such a shit unbalanced system, we're asking some of these players to be Eden Hazard, and they're not them. They're not that level. That's what I keep trying to tell people. And I don't get me wrong, the basics should be done. Working hard, and we haven't seen it in a couple of games. Working hard, linking play, at least trying to fucking get up the pitch. Show us something in training. You train together, like show us something. I get that. But equally, this system's so not right. It just isn't with the crop in it. It's just, I don't get it. Like
if we put a top DM in this team, Kukurea and Koulibaly would look 2 times better just because of that.
Isn't it weird that when Zakaria plays in the last 2 games of recent, that the defense don't look as bad because there's actually a little bit of protection in there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He offers a lot of strength to us.
You know, Zakaria deserves to start, in my opinion. He's been playing very
100%
well.
deserve to start. 100%.
Let's see what Jamie. Anything else you want to say about the team? What would you do with the lineup, like the forward line and stuff?
I mean, I think Fofana's good, but I mean, in our current situation, if we have 2 new people in the attack, there's not going to link up as well. So you need to put in. I don't want to say Havertz. He had such a bad game. I feel like he should be dropped, but I feel like we should just put him in. Because I mean, Aubameyang is worse. So
yeah, I think we should put Aubameyang as a 9 because I think it would be better with Felix. This is what I think.
I think we should try Havertz as a cam, maybe.
I would, yeah. That's what I'd do. I'd play him with a 10 role, but you know, I don't know.
No, he doesn't play enough forward passes, man. I don't know whether it's subconsciously he was looking at Alba and didn't trust him. The other day there were so many times when he could have played it forwards against City.
Yeah.
he would
they
see
weren't-
Alba make that run and then just go backwards or go sideways. So I think maybe subconsciously he just doesn't trust Aubameyang.
Well, we'll
But
play that, but
I just-
equally in that game, he played Pulisic in, who then got injured, who
Mm.
nearly scored. Yeah, he played Aubameyang in right behind, but Aubameyang's too slow. He's just not here. He literally played him in behind, and he played another one to someone else on the right. I can't remember through. So he does. I get what you're saying, and I agree that he does need to look forward, and he shouldn't be looking backwards. But he has done some passes forward at the same time. Like I say, it's not like he doesn't do it. You know, he has.
Yeah, 100%.
I saw it in the game.
He's the closest player that we've got in our squad to a 10. I had this little debate with some of my friends yesterday. They think Mason Mount is a 10, and I said to them, he's not a 10, he's an 8. He might play as an attacking midfielder, but when you actually watch him and watch his game, he can't play that 10 role. He's not creative enough. He's an 8, and we keep forcing him to play this position that naturally he can't do. So Havertz is the closest player to it. I feel like he's got it in his locker. Someone needs to unlock it. Someone just needs to tell him, listen, play the ball forward. When you see that run, just play it. Just play it. And I feel like he just doesn't do it enough.
Equally, that also comes with confidence. And we are so low in confidence at the moment, it's ridiculous. And I think there is a bit of an issue with that. You know, they don't look very confident when they're on the ball. And yeah, he looks shit at the moment. He does. I'm not defending him. You know, he's been shit. Mason Mount equally all right. He's come back from injury. He didn't look on it. Conor Gallagher, fuck knows what he was doing. Ziyech in the last 2 games. What was he in the last 2 games? You know, he was shit as well. Like they all just don't look right. You know, in their own. That's what I'm saying. When we moan about one player, I try and look at, and I get it. Criticism's cool. I get it. But when we blame one player for losing, but don't think about all of the shit that we've got going on, it's like, I'm like, why? We know the issues we have. Like, you know, we know that there's not a system in place. We know that the players are struggling to with the balance in the team and unable to do some of the basics, which is their problem. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you need to have specific profile of players in the team to push this team forward. We have no leaders. We have no, you know, the mentality shit, because when we do, you know, go behind, we have no bottle. You know, that's a problem itself. You know, and it's all wrong. The balance is wrong. You've got new players coming in. You've got young players playing. Yeah, where's the leaders? You think Jorginho and Azpilicueta are good captains? They're the worst captains I've ever seen at Chelsea in my life. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more than just that. There's so much not right about Chelsea, and people just have this narrow-minded opinion of Mount shit. Get rid of him, and we'll be all right.
Havertz, I think no. I'm not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them. I think these guys are definitely right now. Look, I'll be honest, on form right now. If we had better options, these guys should just be in and around the squad, helping us when we need them, that sort of thing. And at the moment, Havertz, Mount, they know if they have stinkers, they're gonna play because we just don't have anyone else, right? I feel like obviously when we start to build the team, which obviously the owners and that are looking to do long term, I feel like their performance naturally should improve anyway, because they know, right, if I don't perform, if I don't make that pass, if I don't make that run, I've got someone else on the bench. I've got someone else there that's going to come in and take my place. But at the moment, I just feel like they're complacent because they know there's no one else there that's going to come in and take their place, regardless how they play. So I get it. It's frustrating.
Sometimes you just need, and it sounds really stupid, but this goes back to really like Route 1 football Sunday league shit, right? Sometimes you just need players in your team that just crunch tackles and get people going. Like you just need people where if shit's hitting the fan and if things ain't working, certain individuals in the team that just get the crowd going with some hard tackles, with some, you know, like the attitude. You can see, do you know what I mean? Like trying to get you going again. Like it needs that. Mount can do that to a degree, but he doesn't, like, he's not that, if you know what I mean. Like he does, you know, go into crunching tackles and try and like, but we haven't got enough of it, you know, like we need more of that type of like energy. Like, come on, like, do you know what I mean? Like, let's go. Sometimes I just watch us, we look dead all the time. It's like we go behind and we look at each other and go, that's what we do. And then we get the ball and we'll just pass it sideways and go backwards, and we'll slow down the transition. And, you know, no one's saying anything. Everyone's just walking around sulking. That's what I look at the moment. That is it.
Yeah.
That is
but
Chelsea.
I want to say that Mason Mount was very good last year, to be honest, in the Champions League. Like, he was so good player. Like, now he's like changed, way different right now. Like, he's not the same as he was. So this is, I think, I don't know, like something because of the new manager coming in. I don't know, like.
No, it's because you keep moving him around. He needs to play in the midfield, and he needs to play there and learn how to play his trade. That's his position, and he hasn't played there for 2 years consecutively. He's just always moving around. Once he
Yeah.
learns how to
Yeah.
once he learns how to properly play midfield, you'll see the best of Mason Mount because he has the skill set to do it. He
We've
can
got
Yeah.
shoot, he can move, he can
yeah.
read space. Like he has the skill set. He defends. He just needs to master it now.
Don't you
Well,
guys
go.
don't you guys think Jorginho might be starting today? Will you be
No,
I
surprised?
I
No,
hope
please,
no,
not.
no, no, no,
please
no.
no,
I hope
God
fucking
forbid,
not.
bro.
please
Jeez.
no. Bring
Because
him on if we're up or something like that.
every time, to be honest, every time when we guess like what our lineup, something new, like it's shocking happening to us. Like when you see the lineup, what coming in.
You
So,
saw Jorginho against Man City, right? The last game round, right? He had
yeah,
minimum. The problem with Jorginho is if you don't give him the ball, what's the point of him on the pitch? Because he can't do anything else.
yeah,
Think
exactly.
about
Yeah.
it. What else can he do? He can't defend. He can't run because he can't run. He can't. He's not
Yeah.
physical. Like he's
I think he's
useless.
done. I think in the summer he should be sold, and also Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, these players. Like we need to take these rid of this player and use this money for our like future coming in, like for which we like will have a good lineup, very good quality lineup as the top four, like Man City and more than that.
So we've got a comment from Bud here, super chat. Big up to him. Thank you for the donation. He says, "Can you ask me this? Does Cucurella overlap and cross? He never beats anyone. Just stands still and passes backwards mostly." That's not true. The last bit. I disagree with the last bit because I actually think between Ben Chilwell and Cucurella, I actually think Cucurella is more progressive when he's further up the pitch. He'll try and find the pass forward a lot more.
100%.
Ben Chilwell, when he came back to Chelsea before he got injured, was the one that was going backwards and slowing us down. And I was at games, even at Villa away. It was probably one of his worst games I've ever seen him. But we don't talk about it because he's injured, and it's fine. He's injured. Maybe he needs a bit of time to get out, and now he's got re-injured again. So, like, I disagree with the first bit. The other bit, which is Cucurella overlap and cross, I think Chilwell's better at that, doing that. Correct. You're right in that opinion. Yeah. But equally, they both have, in my opinion, strengths of you know what I mean? Like where Cucurella's good with the ball and he's more progressive, I think Chilwell's more of a threat in the box. Like he'll find himself in there, do you know what I mean? And overlap and move forward quicker. That's just the way I see it, you know. But I don't make Cucurella a bad player because he's different to Chilwell. It just gives us something completely different, something that we need. Better than
People
Alonso, isn't he?
forget that
Jesus.
Chilwell did not start off hot, just like
Yeah.
Cucurella didn't start off hot. When Chilwell came, he wasn't just off the bat just the guy. So you don't just
And
have
guys, let's not forget the dross that we had in that position the
exactly.
past few years. We had Alonso, we
Yeah,
should have got rid of years ago. As much as he won what he did at Chelsea, he was not good enough. We can't.
He wasn't.
You have to look at that as well. You have to look
He
at that as
just,
well.
you know, one thing that I really like from Alonso, he's providing goals for us. That's it. Like
No, I just
he
like
was,
Matthew saying, you know, prior to the 20, I wasn't talking about prior to 21. I'm talking about what I've seen this season since Cucurella came to Chelsea and Chilwell's been fit, you know, half semi-fit or whatever he is.
yeah.
Because I don't think he was fit, in my opinion. He's not been a good Chilwell. I'm telling you now, he's not been good. But
Can I say something else? Like now, because of Pulisic is injured, do you guys think this is the end for Pulisic? Like he should be sold in the summer transfer window?
It has to be. For me, he has to go. He has to go.
Yeah.
Like apart, look with Pulisic, he's been here now for a minute. He had a purple patch in the COVID season. I remember him scoring that hat trick against Burnley, the perfect hat trick. He scored in the final against Arsenal in the FA Cup. But again, he's not reliable. That's one thing we need right now. We need reliable players that we can actually, you know, we can trust. We can depend on them to do a job when they come in. And Pulisic just isn't that. I just feel like he's overstayed his stay. Fans that want him to stay on, this is going to end up being Martial FC. You know how United fans always go on about Martial. No, give him another chance. This is the year. This is the year. I've heard that year on year about Pulisic, and I've seen little bits that we know he's got the quality there, but again, the fitness isn't there. He's not reliable. Right now, what we need is reliable players who are gonna come in and again, I don't know what's going on with the injuries at Chelsea at the moment, but Pulisic, for me, get rid of him in the summer. Just get rid of him in the summer, man.
I
It's
agree. I
done.
agree. I was one of the guys who was saying let's keep him, you know, because I see I see his skill set, I see what he could do, but my problem is, like you said, he can't stay fit, and he's just kind of too weak on the ball. Like he does great things, but then he can never finish a play. So I just say move on from him. He's holding up a spot at this point.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the thing.
I think we have to leave him because he's an average player. Every day he doing so much, other match he didn't do. We have to leave him in some. But for this match you have tonight, I want to say we need the Azipi in the defense because the guy Azipi could defend well. Uh, I think when we use that guy, when we use this guy,
Wait, sorry to cut you off. Did you just say Aspie can defend well? Did I hear that correctly?
yeah, can
Yeah,
defend well.
Have you been seeing Aspie past
Bro,
two
2023.
seasons?
To be honest, he can defend
Nah,
well.
bruh.
All I
Nah.
see Aspie doing these days is grabbing shirts because he's not quick enough to recover when
Yeah,
when a man runs past him. That's all he does.
agree. I
Aspie
agree.
should have never been offered another 2 years. He's not good
I
enough.
agree. Yeah.
To be honest, I think we have to use him tonight this match against
No,
Fulham.
no, I hope Chalaba starts. I don't care like
Yeah.
like
If we
Yeah,
have
nah.
Aspi and Jorginho in the team, we're going to lose. I'm saying that right now. Because these players aren't dynamic enough, especially for a game like this where
and pace
it's high
exactly.
energy.
And pace also.
I have doubt on Jorginho, but as P, I don't have doubt on him. Because Chaluba is a central midfielder. Is better with Thiago, but when we put him on the right side, he makes some faults. He can't.
Yeah, I agree. Chalaba's not going to be the best right back. He's not a right back, but
yeah.
at this point,
basically
we
again,
got
it
to
goes
deal
back
with
to
it.
we have no choice, doesn't it?
Yeah,
really?
we got to deal
what
with
options have we got right now? That
Nah,
is
I
literally
disagree.
it.
Aspi is a last 10-minute, bring him on, close up the game type of thing. Like that's it.
Jim, do you think we're gonna use the formation, the 3 center back, or we're gonna just use 2 center back?
I think he's going to continuously stick to the 4. I think when you listen to his interview where he was asked about how he wants to set up and stuff, because the beginning of the first season before the World Cup, we saw a lot of rotation in the system, a lot of rotation in the players, and we're still seeing it with the players because of injuries and whatever. But the system more so now in the second part of the season, you're starting to see that he's sticking to it, and he basically said that he has a system that he wants to play. He's going to try and carry it, but then from it is the sustainability. He's waiting to see if they can sustain playing in the same system rather than continuously switching it like we've seen under Tuchel, like we've seen under him in the first. So I think he wants the 4 at the back. I don't think he wants 3 at the back, and I think he's going to just commit to that now and just force these players to just play it basically rather than continuously switch the system, which is fine. I'm cool with that. If that's what he wants to do moving forward, stick to it, do it, and the players have to fulfill it. And if they can't fulfill it in the summer window and it's not working, then they go and we get players in that can play that system. It is what it is. That's the way it should work.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him from doing that. I want to see him play something. I'd rather him try and do what he wants to do than just keep bending backwards, trying to just do something to get the best out of what he's got. Thomas Tuchel did it, and it worked for a degree. We become successful for it for a short-term period. But then after that, it's the cracks started appearing. And this is what led to him slowly getting sacked anyway with the losses and the end of the season and stuff like that. So, they just, I don't know. I just don't trust
I
him.
hope today we're gonna win. Like, I hope one time I see clean sheet. Like, because it's a long time we didn't see like a clean sheet since Tuchel. Like, to be honest, like continuously, consistently. So I just want to hope to see like today maybe like we are confident. We have like an idea how to play and like how to win the match. Like being comfortable winning like 3-0 or something like that, because it's very long time seeing this like in Chelsea, like winning confidently, like how they play. So
I hear you. I mean, that leads to me asking you this, because we are going to tie up soon, is score predictions. And I'll start with Hassan. Hassan, what are you going for score predictions today?
I'm going for a 2-1 win.
Okay, cool. Any one specific scoring, or you just don't care?
I will say
I'm not fussed about the scoring.
We'll just see.
I will say
Go on.
I say 1-0 for Chelsea.
1-0 is what KSA says. AJ, what you saying?
I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Don?
Ooh, I'm tempted to go 3-1. You know,
You're
I'm so tempted, man. I hope Felix can give us a little lift. We can overload that left side, Gem, man. Oh,
Joao.
you know what? Fuck it. 3-1, man. 3-1. Let's
Yes.
speak it into existence, man.
Juice it.
3-1. 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1.
I don't know who's gonna score, where the goals are gonna come from, but let's put it in the air, man. 3-1.
Kepa got free kick from the over the top anyway.
Thiago Silva header.
Yeah, Thiago Silva.
No.
Nia,
I hope we're gonna win. Win it.
I think 2-1,
like
and I
2-1.
agree with Don. I'm a bit disappointed in Potter because when he had Dan Burn and Joe Veltman as fullbacks, the other one was tuck in, the other one would go forward. Likewise with the other fullback. So with that formation, if Trevor plays right back, we could ask him to just shift in a bit. Kukurea, Mount, and Joao Felix on the left, and kill whoever is playing right back for Fulham. That's what I'm thinking. But from here, I don't know. I can predict 2-1. We could end up being on the back end of a score of 4-1. I don't care. I want that.
Fair enough. Jamie?
I think it'd be a 2-1 last minute winner.
Who's scoring?
Say Felix. Say Felix.
I feel like it'd be Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva. Bullet header, yeah?
Thiago Silva.
Yeah, bullet header.
Fair enough. Evariste?
Yeah, I think tonight we're gonna score 2-0. Kai and Felix.
Kai and Felix is going for 2-0.
For
Spicy.
2-0.
I'm going with a 6-0 Chelsea. Nah, I'll be honest. I've got 2-0 in my head, and I'm going to go with Thiago Silva and Mason Mount.
Come on.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that one of the defenders are going to score. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling.
So,
We need
header.
that. I
Oh,
love
it'll be a
that.
header from a corner, and then the Mason Mount goal will be. I'll tell you how it's going to happen, right? Mount's going to get the ball. He's going to pass it to Joao Felix. Joao Felix is going to cut inside, plays it into Kai Havertz, who then stumbles on the ball, and it rolls through to Mason Mount, and then he shoots. Go. There you go.
Have you guys seen that video of Felix, by the way, in training, just not receiving the ball back, trying to pop it off for the 1-2 and not receiving it back?
Yeah.
I better not see that later.
I actually think that our players do this on purpose, because even like with Aubameyang, right, it's like we don't like play it past to the new boys.
In reality, it's going
This
to be
is what
one
I'm
little
saying.
Jorginho pen.
Yeah, Jorginho Pen, can you imagine that? Mamadou says Chelsea buy players like trending on Twitter. That's not a bad shout, bro. Yeah, that's true. Big up to you. Thank you for the donation as well, as always. I am going to tie
Big
up there,
shout out
guys.
to you, man.
Yeah, I am going to tie up there, though. Still over 400 of you guys here. Thank you for tuning into this one. Big up to every single one of you guys. We'll be back tomorrow for the match reaction and any other transfer news. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's 3 points. They're needed. We need 6 points by the time it gets to the evening of Sunday. We've got to beat Palace and we've got to beat Fulham. But first, let's beat Fulham at the London Derby. And some people are thinking Kai's going to shine tonight. You know, this is interesting. We'll see. We'll go from there. But yeah, up the Chelsea. Take care of yourselves. Kickoff's at 8 o'clock. So in the next, 4 hours?
5 hours.
4 hours or so. 3 or 4 hours, whatever. Take care of yourselves. And we will be back tomorrow. Make sure you're back here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Leave your comments below as well. And let us know what you predict as the scoreline as well. And we'll see you again very shortly. See you later.